Hopefully the microphone ain't choking me. I'm feeling good to go. Kids are ready. We're ready to go. Okay, sound. Hi, my name's Pete from Colville Boxing. Welcome to the club. This is your first entry session to get you ready into walking into the gym. For some people, walking into a boxing gym can be kind of intimidating when you hear, ah, ah, or you see people hitting bags, or you see the ropes going and all that kind of stuff. There really is nothing to worry about. Boxers are the nicest people you could ever meet. And to prepare you, what we're going to do in this session is give you some of the boxing basics, so when you walk through the door, you don't feel too much like a duck out of water. So good to see you. Welcome to the club. Let's get going. Okay, now if you're left-handed, you can do it the other way. And also, if you're learning to box, to me, there's no reason at all why you can't learn both ways. So that is an orthodox boxing stance. The other way around is what we call southpaw. So now, feet together, chin down, left foot to the side, left foot back, heel off the floor at the back, get that body movement, keep that chin down, rear hand against the jaw, front hand cobra, move forwards. And then to move backwards, we're pushing on the front foot, move back, forwards. Good, okay, so now we're going to work on a very basic punch. Feet together, right foot side, right foot back, heel off the floor, feet at 2 o'clock, hand against the jaw, front hand cobra. Now in the jab, you're going to put your body weight onto your front foot, fully extend the jab like that, look down the end of your arm to your knuckle, and then pop it back and get that movement again. Jab, 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 jab. Good. Now Cole, if you can just pivot round that way for us, please. And we're going to do the same thing again. So get that body weight moving, chin down, relax, jab. Jab, 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 jab. Good, okay, excellent. So now we've got the rear hand. Feet apart, 1 foot back, rear hand against the jaw, front hand cobra. Now where this punch comes from, we're going to push on that back toe a little bit, twist that right hip and extend that rear hand like that. There's different types of rear hand. We're just working on a classic rear hand to the head, okay? So, get that body moving, rear hand, return, goes out, it comes back, rear hand, rear hand, rear hand, rear hand, rear hand. Good, excellent. Let's just go that way, please. Same again, making sure you twist that hip, lengthen that rear hand, and you come straight back onto that back foot. Rear hand, rear hand, rear hand. Good, and back this way around. Now of course, if you're southpaw, left foot to the side, left foot back, rear hand against the jaw, front here, your rear hand is going to be your left hand. So you're going to twist the left hip, that way bring it back. Rear hand, rear hand, rear hand. Excellent, good, okay, so that's your simple 1-2, so let's put it together. So 1-2 is a jab, weight on the front foot, twist for the rear hand, and then come back onto that back foot again afterwards. Keep that movement, keep that cobra. 1-2. 1-2. 1-2. Excellent. If you just face that way, I'm going to do that again. Now you might notice that I'm breathing when I'm doing that. So when we're breathing out, if you take a shot, you're less likely to be winded. Now some people blow through their nose, some people through their teeth, some people give it yeah! Some people, if you're doing the old karate or something, ki-ai! Or whatever. Whatever's your bag, it really doesn't matter as long as you're breathing out. So rear hand against the jaw, left hand up, 1-2. 1-2. 1-2. Excellent, good, okay. So let's take that and we're going to move it onto the pads. Okay, so we've learned the 1-2 and moving forward and back. We're just going to take that onto the pads now. Now it's important if you're doing pads with your children or you're doing pads with an adult that you get it somewhat right. You don't need to be holding pads like this unless you know someone with a really massive head. Okay, for a child, it's often better to work on one pad and adjust that to the height, or some people like to use two pads. England boxing, for example, they'll say always work on one pad. I found in the real world, you tend to use both of them, especially if you've got someone who's quite quick with their hands. Okay, so we're just gonna work with the boxer now. Guard up, please. Good, so she's got her rear hand there, the front hand's cobraed, ready to go. And I want you to jab into that hand when I say, okay? So, first of all, just get your range. Just hold the jab out slow, jab slow for me. Weight on the front foot as you jab, good. So that's about the range. Now, you might find that people often feel far away when you're doing this, but that's not the case. Jab, good. Okay, so guard up, get that body movement, jab, good. Jab, good. Jab, excellent. So good straight jab, guards in, not too much tension, nice and relaxed. Jab, jab, excellent. Rear hand, good. And we're just turning that rear hand slightly, okay? Rear hand, good. Jab, good. Now we're going to move with the feet a little bit, okay? So jab, move back, good. Jab, move forward, good. Rear hand, move back. And just by moving your feet, look, you can get out of the way of a shot really, really easily. So let's put them together with that 1-2. 1-2. Good. 1-2. Good. 1-2, move back. 1-2, move forward. At the same time. 1-2, move forward. Bam, bam. Good. Go back. Bam, bam. Forwards. Bang, bang. Back. Bang, bang. Forward. Back. Now, in the early, thank you. So in the early novice phases of boxing, you can actually win whole fights just on doing that if you get good enough at one thing. It's not rocket science. You do one thing really well, you'll often get on in boxing. Okay, so we've done that there. Let's just bring it around a little bit so you can see the full twist on the rear hand. Okay, so 1-2, bang, bang, good. Now if you just do it slow motion for me. 1, and then rear hand. See that? Stay there for me. See that pushing on the back foot, turning the hip, lengthen the arm and looking down for it, okay? Forward and back, come on, the movement. 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. Good, and that's your 1-2. Right hand, right foot to the side, right foot back, heel off the floor. That's it, okay? Jab, jab, 1-2, 1-2. Good. Now we're back in here. Now, if you throw punches at someone, what do you think's likely to happen? If they've trained at all in boxing or something like that, you're more than likely going to try and hit your back. So a nice simple way of moving our head out of the way is just to bend our legs and come back up. Some people call it a duck, some people call it a bob. I was brought up to call it a bob. So all we're going to do is bend our legs, come back up. Bend our legs, come back up, okay? So then we move forwards, back, bob. So that's 3 types of defence there involving our footwork. Sorry, 2 types. So we can move back or we can bob. Move back, bob. And the 3rd type is just keeping these hands up. If all else fails, shin down there and there, okay? Moving, 1-2, bob, 1-2, bob, forwards, back, forwards, bob, 1-2, bob, 1-2, forwards, back, jab. So you've got enough there to be doing a whole round of shadow boxing. So what I'd like you to do now is do 1 round of shadow boxing, literally 1-2, move your head, 1-2, move your feet. Okay, have a little play at that. Okay, cool. So you've done one, let's do this shadow round now. 1-2, move your head, 1-2, move your feet, okay? If you've got a brother or sister, they can do it with you, a friend, whoever. Just try not to bump into them or bump into anything around you if you're doing it at home, okay? So, off we go. Moving forward and back. Popping your jab out, the old rear hand. Just get used to it, stay relaxed. Okay, cool. So now you know the 1, 2, moving forwards, moving back, and moving your head. Let's demonstrate that a little bit on the pads, okay? So guard up, please. Feet apart, heel off the floor at the back, getting that nice little rock of transfer of body movement. Jab. Good. 1, 2. Good. 1, 2. Good. Now, if I throw one back, she's going to move back now. 1, 2, move back. Excellent. 1, 2, bar. Good. 1, 2, bar. Excellent. 1, 2. Jab. Be back. Forwards. Back. 1, 2. 1, 2, bar. So excellent demo. Let's just move that around again. We want to see twist of the hip, bending of the legs, keeping your chin down. Okay? So 1, 2. Good. 1, 2, bar. Good. Now excellent demo here, because if you do that slowly for me, just go straight down. Good. All you're doing is you only need to go that far. You don't have to go down and touch the floor. Okay? 1, 2, bar. 1, 2, bar. Move back. Forwards. 1, 2, move back. 1, 2, bar. 1, 2, bar. 1, 2, bar. Forwards. Back. 1, 2. Excellent. Thank you. Okay, excellent. So now you've got your jab, your rear hand, your bob, moving forward, moving back. Let's just see if we can move to the side a little bit as well. Now, if you've done a little bit before, what you're going to do is you're going to push on that right foot to move the left foot that way. Go. And then to move to the right, you're going to push on the left foot. Move to the right. Go. Left, right, forwards, back, left, right, forwards, back. Excellent. Okay. Now, if you're finding that a little bit hard, it's just your first session, no one expects you to be like Floyd Mayweather at the moment. Literally, keep your feet apart, and I'll settle for this for the time being, just so you get used to that feeling of pushing on your left foot, pushing on your right foot. But ideally, we want to keep that stance that we talked about. 1 foot to the side. I'll do it southpaw. 1 foot to the side, 1 foot back, heel off the floor at the back, rear hand against the jaw, front hand out in front of your cobra, and then you're going to move right, left, forwards, back, forwards, right. That's all right, that's all right. Left. Good, okay, cool. So now, this round, we're going to shadow box, and all we're going to do is we're going to go forward a bit, back a bit, right a bit, left a bit, like we're doing a cross on the floor with our feet, okay? So you can do that, yeah, so let's just move around a little bit and have a little go at that, okay? Shadow boxing, minute to 2 minutes, moving forward, back, left and right. Throw punches in between. Let's go. Don't rush it, stay relaxed. So now what we're going to do it on pads. You can shadow box at home. If you've got a set of pads and someone to help you, great. If not, just do it shadow boxing, looking in the mirror, shadow against the wall. That's why it's called shadow boxing. If you have got pads, hold them close or work off one. If you haven't got pads, I don't know, maybe get a thick pair of pillows but only do it gently, just so you get the feeling of it, okay? So we're going to put all that together in one round. Let's go. 1, 2, move back. 1, 2, bob, bob. 1, 2, move right. 1, 2, move left. 1, 2, bob. 1, 2, forwards, back. 1, 2, bob, 1, 2, whoop, and bam. That's all right? Let's go again. 1, 2, bob, 1, 2. Bang, bang, whoop, bang, bang. Good. Move around a bit. Follow me wherever I go. Follow me this way. Good. 1, 2. 1, 2, bob. 1, 2. Move back. To the left. 1, 2. To the right. 1, 2. So that's your boxing basics. Have a work through that session. Practice, practice, practice. Perfect practice makes perfect. Not just bad practice. Perfect practice makes perfect. Give it a go, and we'll see you in the next session.